Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about Ravencoin RVN. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go down below and tap that subscribe button. And while you're at it, I think the like button is right next to it. If you could hit that too, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I've been doing some trading on, I don't even know how to pronounce this this thing. I should probably look that up. MEXC Global is what I'm calling it. But could be pronounced something else, I'm not sure. Anyway, I've been doing some trading on that platform specifically because they reached out to me roughly a month ago for me to test out their platform, and they're looking to, reach the US market. Nice thing about them is you don't have to KYC. You don't even need a VPN in the US. So if you are a US trader or trying to be, maybe check them out down below. Click on that link, get a sign-on bonus or a deposit bonus or whatever it is. Anyway, I've actually liked their platform so far. I haven't had any issues. Anytime I make a trade, it doesn't hesitate. They got plenty of coins to choose from, and spot trading and futures trading has been pretty good. I just closed a 40% win yesterday, I believe. So looking good. Anyway, on to Ravencoin here. So we had a really nice move on the market just recently, and Bitcoin was in some kind of a falling wedge, not a falling wedge, a descending triangle. And everybody was saying that it was going to break down. I put out a Twitter poll, and everybody in my Twitter poll said it was going to break up. So I wasn't sure what to think about that, because normally when everybody says it's going to go down, which is what the masses were saying, the price goes up, and when everybody says it's going to go up, which is what my Twitter poll said, the prices go down. So we did get the up move, which is good. Need to be careful that this is not a fake out, so just pay attention. I'm going to show you some things on Ravencoin to pay attention to here in 1 second, but actually, first off, I want to jump over to the DXY. This has been very important on my channel anyways. We've been following this for quite some time, actually. We've been following it. I don't remember where we started, but we've been following it for a while. We've been waiting for the DXY to fall below this support line. Now, it has happened before right here, and that is a little bit worrisome that it might come back up. But it is, in my opinion, time for the DXY to start falling. We had hit our highs, and a lot of people were thinking the DXY was going to go up to here around 120. And then when I saw this move right here is when I started to think, okay, maybe it's actually going to fall. So what I was thinking is, using a Fibonacci from top to bottom, the DXY was struggling to get above the 786 and the 618, and then it continued to drop. And I'm on the daily time frame right now, and actually right now it looks like on the RSI, the DXY is at support area on the RSI. So I would actually, considering we just had a pretty big move in the crypto market, I would expect a bit of a pullback here on the DXY. I'm actually looking at right about here, just over 110 on the DXY for the, to find a little bit of resistance. We might even come all the way back up and retest this support line over here, which would actually cause probably a drop in the crypto market, which I am expecting. I'll get to that here in a minute. But moving up to either 110 or even all the way back up to 111, just over 111 to retest this. Now, if we go to the 4 hour, we did retest it and fall. So we fell through, we came back, we retested it right here. Then we fell again, and we fell through this support right here. So this was previous support, previous resistance, turned to support, fell through, and it looks to me, even the waves here on the trend indicator, we've got a green dot, you got the RSI down here, looking like we're going to come in at least at minimum retest, where my yellow at 110 here, just over 110 maybe, at minimum, possibly even coming back, catching this 20 EMA as it kind of falls down here. But the DXY is falling, which is good, and the thing I'm looking for the DXY is to come back to this 200 EMA around 105. Now that's just the start. Actually, I think we're going to find some support here, probably dance around here for a little bit, and then I do think that we're going to fall through. And if we go out to the monthly here, now actually I want to show this. Sorry, this is supposed to be a Ravencoin video, but I wanted to show this because this was pointed out to me that we were in this falling wedge here. We retested it, moving up, but I don't know. I just don't see us going all the way back up here to DXY highs of 1985. I just don't see that happening. I see us falling from here. Looking at the trend here, it looks like we're about to fall and curl over. Looking at the RSI, we have hit, last time we hit this peak was right in 2015, and that's when Bitcoin was starting to make some moves, and then the DXY just went sideways. Now, we don't have to fall all the way down back to here, but I do expect the DXY to at least move sideways in this channel right here. Kind of like what it did right here. And then that's when crypto market usually makes a move. But enough of the DXY. So that's looking good. Let's go back to Ravencoin and just kind of see what we're looking at here. So on the monthly time frame, if you've been following my channel, we've been looking at this triangle pattern here and a breakout, which I was hoping was going to happen right over here, but that was premature. And so now we're looking at the actual breakout target, which would be roughly the beginning of the year. And it looks like we're getting to be on target here. So we have been trading sideways. We broke down from this support line here, and we broke down from the 786. So if we go down to the daily, I want to show you some stuff to look out for if you are trying to trade this right now. So, I mean, we have support obviously right here, just around 3 cents. And then the 20 EMA is what we're coming up on here. We do have some nice green dots, and the trend momentum here is moving to the upside along with the RSI, but the RSI is actually underneath the 50 still on the daily. So if we want to see any kind of real move from Ravencoin, we need to break above the 50 on the RSI, come back down and retest it, and then get up here like in this area. Right here. We need to see something like that happen in order for us to get those moves. As you can see, when we got up here, that's when we were making these big moves to the upside. And so we need to see something like that. First off, we got to get above the 50 on the RSI, which we may get there. We got nice trend movement this way. We've got the money still in the market in Ravencoin. But I do expect some resistance, at least at this 20 EMA. If not, I mean, the 786 for sure, and the 100 EMA. There is a cluster of resistance right in this area right here. So I'm actually I'm not bullish. I mean, short term, yeah, I am a little bit bullish on Ravencoin for the short term. Now, short term meaning, you know, maybe we even topped out. Maybe we're going to move up into this resistance area, get possibly to 3.5 cents. Something like that, but I am not going to turn really bullish on Ravencoin again until the RSI gets above the 50, or we get back above this white line of resistance right here, which would actually line up perfectly with this 200 EMA here and possibly the 618 right in that area. So if we can get a nice blast up, and maybe this isn't as strong resistance as I think it's going to be, but I do think it is going to be strong resistance, but maybe not. And it blasts up, and then we're going to find some kind of resistance right here at the 618, the 200, and this previous support line. And maybe we get inside of there and then dance around here and move up. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to find some resistance. We're going to kind of play in this area right here until finally we start moving to the upside towards the end of the year in late November, December-ish sometime. We'll start slowly moving up, and that's when we'll find our breakout target of right around here, which is in January, possibly February of 2023. And that's kind of where I see us going right now. Let's move in a little bit closer, just to get a little short term. So we had this resistance line on Ravencoin coming all the way down. This is a bump and run pattern, kind of like what we saw sometime in the past. I don't want to find it right now. I think it might have been right here, where you come up, you hit the resistance line, kind of like this one. I mean, it's almost identical if you look at it right here. This right here looks almost identical to this right here. So you came up, you hit the resistance line. Let's just put a line there. Hit the resistance, came down, danced sideways until you finally broke out. You started to squeeze in right here, and we started to squeeze in between this support line and the resistance line, and then finally Ravencoin broke out We came back down. We retested the 20 and the 100 EMA on the 4-hour, which is nice. And I think in a tweet earlier, I said I'm expecting us to come up and get to roughly 3.5 cents on the 4-hour. That gets us to the 786 and the 200 EMA. I do expect us to get in that area. Don't know when. Looks like on the trend move, we've got plenty of room to run. Also on the RSI, we've got plenty of room to run. And on the 4-hour, we did break above the 50, came back and retested, and now we're moving up to the upside. So I do expect possibly, what's day today? Yeah, possibly this week, coming up and testing this this area right here. I do expect a pullback in the market because we did have such a large move, but that could be proven wrong. I'm expecting one. We've got some heavy resistance for Bitcoin. It looks like the DXY is going to be moving to the upside again, just for the very short term. So maybe a bit of a sideways action for Ravencoin, or a little bit more of a pullback and come back down into this area. I'm not sure. But fairly soon, I do expect us to get up here. So right now, I mean, from where we're at currently up to here, that's a good 6% move. Roughly. So that's kind of what I see, is just going sideways in this area right here, possibly even creating a channel, something like this. I mean, actually, if you move this up, then yeah, up to the 786, then you've got your heart line right where we've been hitting resistance. So it kind of looks like we could be forming a bit of a channel here. And I mean, we haven't reached the top yet, but that is where the 786 is. So hitting this heart line right here on this channel quite a few times. If we can finally break up and get to the top end of this channel up here, and then finally break above it, and slowly making our way up to the beginning of the year, where I do expect us to have a decent breakout if this thing plays out. I mean, we've talked about this so many times on my channel that my price targets are breaking out of this triangle pattern here, and you know, top price target $1.60 ish, actual price target maybe 50 to 60 cents. This would be super bullish if we got all the way up there. This would be more realistic, around 50 to 60 cents. But we'll see. Also, I mean, on the weekly, you can see that the trend is moving. I mean, we came all the way down to the bottom here, and I can see this wave forming and possibly coming up, like doing something like that, which would be then creating, you know, a lower wave here. What are they called in market cipher? Like a trigger wave or something like that. And, you know, once you continue, what you want to see is something like a wave like this, and then a smaller wave like this. And that's when you see a move, something like this. I mean, who knows? This doesn't go back far enough before we can see what this move was doing with these waves. Maybe this could have been a larger wave and then a smaller wave, and then you get this massive move. Pay attention to that. If we get a green dot on this trend, if you don't know what this is, and I keep forgetting what it is, it's the it's the TSD, whatever that is, trend strength directional indicator. That's what it is. If you see a green dot on this wave that's forming right here on the weekly, I mean, look out. There's our $1.60 right there. So just pay attention to that. Keep your eye on this. I do expect beginning of the year possibly to get this move. At least break out of this triangle, if anything. So that's kind of all I got for Ravencoin. We had a decent move. We're up 2.25% right now. I mean, maybe my pullback is not accurate. Maybe we just keep going. Who knows? But I do expect not the biggest moves to come until beginning of the year, end of this year, something like that. If you got any questions, please leave them down below in the comments. I will see what I can do to answer those. And if you got any other coins you'd like me to chart, leave that in the comments as well. I could do that. And yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe. And just remember, not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.